Today we'll be looking at doing some Christmas potatoes. These are ones we've been doing a few weeks ago. They're coming on well. So we'll look at the procedure to do them. So you can put them in any kind of container really. We'll be using this one today. Anything really that has drainage in the bottom. People grow them in grow bags or even old fertilizer bags, anything, any container, until there's a bit of space. And obviously the bigger the container, the better, the more potatoes you will grow. These are our seed potatoes. So these are potatoes from our crop this year. These are Orla. We will be putting these away for next year's crop for seed potatoes. But they are not really much use for the Christmas potatoes, because we need to break the dormancy of the potato to grow during the winter period. So these are ones we have had since January. These had a period of about 6 weeks in the fridge before that, and we just kept a few back for the Christmas potatoes. Not many of these are just a treat, like, really, to have the taste of new potatoes in December. These are Premier. You can see they're not looking great. They're kind of a bit spongy compared to the fresher ones, but that doesn't matter really. The energy of this potato will go into the new plant and our new potatoes, and we've always had a good crop from these seeds, so even though it doesn't look good, it will come good afterwards. Some people break off some of these shoots down to one, but we don't really do any of that. They grow perfect, there's no problem. If you want to do that, you can. If you haven't saved potatoes, a lot of the especially online seed companies would have Christmas potatoes ready to sow about this time. It's in this area we would plant them maybe end of August into September, and these are early potatoes because we need them to mature fairly fast. So in our region, the weather really turns cold in October, and they would not survive outside November, December here. So that's why we grow them in some kind of a container or a pot, so we can leave them outside kind of August, September, maybe into the start of October. And when the weather really starts to get cold, we can bring them inside the polytunnel then, and they can be warm and cozy in here. The later, say November, we would probably cover them with a fleece just to keep that extra bit of warmth in them. And the plant then will probably die back maybe the middle of December, but your potatoes should be fine inside in the soil, and you can harvest them then Christmas. Okay, so we look how we do this. So our container, we will throw in some homemade compost first. Just a light layer. Then we will use some well-rotted manure. Plenty of worms in this, you know. So we can give it a good lot of manure. This plant will be not getting much nutrition outside what's in the pot. We will be feeding it, but it's going to take the bulk of its nutrition from this, so we won't skimp on it. Yep. Now we'll also add some organic manure pellets, chicken manure pellets, give it an extra boost. On top of that, then we will throw in just a small bit of organic compost that we bought, just to give the potatoes a nice bed to rest in and keep them from the manure in case it's too strong and may burn them. So this container, I would say 2 potatoes is probably enough. The more potatoes you put in, the smaller the resulting crop potatoes will be. The potatoes in this will not get as big as outside the potatoes you plant outside. But again, these are more of a treat at Christmas rather than an actual heavy crop. So there's a sprinkle of organic compost, maybe another bit of manure, and then a little bit of our homemade compost. And that's it for the stage. So those potatoes will start sprouting in the next week or two and will grow up maybe to here, and we will earth them up, then throw in more soil and keep earthing it up till the container is full, and then our plants will just grow away outside it. We'll have a look here now at how we earthed it up. So this is the one that has been planted about 3 weeks ago, I'd say. A bigger pot. I think there is 3 potatoes in this one. But you can see the plant has shot well up near the top of the pot. So we will be basically earthing them up by just filling in soil around it. Actually covering the leaves. The buried leaves will actually form more tubers, more potatoes. So you get more of a crop out of a smaller container like this. Yeah. Now you can add in more manure if you want to. It will maybe help the potatoes grow better. Continue earthing it up. This would probably be done in 2 steps. It's just this potato has kind of passed away at that stage, so we're just doubling the amount of earthing up really into one. So I'm kind of happy with that amount at the moment. When they grow maybe another few inches up to here, we'll just do the final top up of soil, just bring it up to about here, and they will grow away quite happily over the next few months. Obviously, like early potatoes usually take maybe 3 months to grow. Usually 90 days, maybe a bit earlier. But in the winter there will be very little growth in November and December. So that's why we're putting them on early, kind of August, end of August. So we'll have a bit of August, September, October, November and December. So hopefully those potatoes will probably be ready in the middle of December. The stalks will die back and we will just leave them in the pots until we need to take them the final week coming up to Christmas. These are some other ones we did a few weeks ago. Again, they're coming on well. One of the things really you wouldn't need to watch for is make sure keep them watered. Don't let them dry out. If the weather, like I said, gets cold in November and December, we would cover them with a horticultural fleece just to keep them cozy underneath that and protected from the bite of the frost. And because they're in a pot, we would give them a feed every week as well again. Mostly nettle feed, maybe with a bit of seaweed. And it will keep them happy. These are smaller pots. I think some of these only have 1 potato in them. This one is a grow bag. I think there's 2 in that. And it's growing quite happily. So, a nice little project if you want to try for your Christmas potatoes. And thanks for watching.